Once we got in the room, we laid down and he kept cuddling me. It made me sick to my stomach, so I left to go to the bathroom. I stayed in the bathroom for about an hour. I knew my husband was growing concerned because he kept checking on me. After I left the bathroom, he looked extremely worried and I just needed to let everything out. I couldn't take it. I told him I found his messages on Instagram. He immediately started apologizing and saying he wanted to tell me sooner but couldn't find the time. He was apologizing but not as intensely as what he could have done. So I confronted him about that and said, "What a lousy apology coming from an offender." He immediately went silent. It was probably silent for about 6 minutes when he broke it and asked what I was referring to. I told him what I saw and he looked so hurt. He took a deep breath and explained everything. He said the person I looked through his messages with was his 15-year-old daughter, Sarah. He explained that she reached out to him a year ago on Facebook and ever since then was trying to connect with her. He said within 6 months he confirmed he was the father, met up with her a bunch of times, and truly formed a strong connection with her. However, 6 months ago we got married and he didn't want to stress me out with that news, as well as his daughter not being ready to face others. He also explained that when he was 18 he had an on and off relationship with Sarah's mom. When one day she just up and ghosted him forever. According to Sarah, her mom is also strict, which is why they message on Instagram to avoid her mom finding out. My mind was spiraling and I knew he knew that. He then placed his phone into my hand and let me scroll farther. Upon scrolling I found her referring to him as dad and she sent him a happy Father's Day a while back as well. He even said he would do another DNA test to prove it to me. I immediately felt guilty. I felt guilty that my immediate mind took innocent texts and turned them inappropriate. And I felt guilty that I saw my husband in that way. I kept apologizing to him about the accusation. However, my husband just apologized and said he understood my point of view and told me it wasn't my fault. I kept trying to tell him I was sorry and he kept saying it was okay. I could see the look in his eyes and how hurt he really was. I flushed everything down the drain and had no clue how to make things better.